Hello everyone and welcome to this session on Top 10 Cloud Computing Project Ideas. Cloud computing is responding well to the changing needs of the current times. Cloud computing is evolving and nowadays most of the cloud providers are thriving to provide cost-effective and scalable solutions, and to learn and implement such solutions, it is necessary to know the notions of cloud computing by implementing different project ideas. So let's take a look at a few cloud computing project ideas you must explore well for better personal learning about the computational power of cloud technology. But before we begin the session, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you'll never miss any update from us.
Now let us take a look at the agenda for today's video. Firstly, I'll be talking about why cloud technology is important in today's day and age. Next, I'll move on to the core topic of today's video, that is the top 10 projects on cloud computing. Finally, I will be giving out a bonus section for this video if you guys stick till the end. Now, without any further ado, let us begin with the video. Why cloud technology? Storing photos and videos online is the application of cloud technology that most of us are familiar with. Let it be Google Drive, iCloud, or any other cloud storage for that matter. But huge corporations and businesses are using this technology in their critical everyday activities. It has taken the world by storm with its initial applications dating back 2 decades earlier. According to a study by the International Data Group, 69% of businesses are already using cloud technology in one capacity or another, and 18% of the businesses say that they are planning to implement cloud technology in the near future. This image here is called the Magic Quadrant for cloud computing players. These stats were measured as of July 2021. Clearly, Amazon Web Services is the winner as they were the first to implement the cloud services on a large scale. We also have other big players like Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform. Allied Market Research, also known as AMR, reports show that the development of cloud services can cut more than 35% of the company's annual operating costs. The Indian cloud computing market, currently at 4 billion, is expected to reach 9.5 billion by 2025. Top cloud computing employers are Amazon, SAP, Google, VMware, Oracle, IBM, Microsoft, and Adobe, among many others. Now that we have established why cloud computing is relevant in today's times, let us move on to the core topic of today's video, top 10 cloud computing projects. Building a project on your own will help you in understanding that technology instead of just reading the theory. So pick a project from this list and go ahead and start building your project. The first project is campus automation using cloud computing. This cloud computing project for beginners will help build a university portal. The portal aids with registration, placement, and grade uploading. The software will have separate logins for faculties, companies, and students. It acts as a bridge between the three actors involved, helping them pass vital information and communication. The next project is detection of data leaks using SQL injection prevention. SQL injection is a common problem that leads to data leakage with databases. Through this cloud computing project, students will build a system to prevent such injections. Hence, data can be kept safe and secure from such attacks. Students will encrypt their data using the Advanced Encryption Technique, also known as AES. The project is ideal for anyone planning to work on e-commerce portals. The next project is cloud-based student information chatbot. This artificial intelligence algorithm helps analyze and respond to student queries using the power of cloud computing. In this cloud computing project, students will build a system harnessing the power of AI to reply to students regarding their queries. Students will get an opportunity to work with two promising technologies in this project, that is AI and cloud computing together. The next project is cloud-based bus ticket system. Since convenience is key in today's world, this application will help students book tickets on buses through a cloud server. Passengers no longer have to worry about a stolen or misplaced ticket, as it is reserved over the cloud. In this cloud computing project for beginners, students will build a secure platform to issue bus passes. Passengers can also check their details regarding their bus, check for discount, and verify their identity. The next project is Android offloading over the cloud. In this cloud computing project, students will build a framework to ease the automated offloading. This helps intensive applications transfer their workload over to virtual processes via the cloud. This helps in shifting processing-heavy applications from the smartphone to the cloud servers. Next, we have cloud-based attendance system. This attendance system will help schools, colleges, and offices with record keeping. Users have the option to log in to mark attendance, and the database also stores important information. The database works via an Azure cloud, which bridges the application and the cloud server via the internet. Next, we have personal cloud with Raspberry Pi. In this cloud computing project for beginners, students will learn about building their personal cloud server using the Raspberry Pi and a micro SD card. A hard drive will act as a main cloud storage, and the project will help students understand how cloud servers work. This is also a great opportunity for electrical engineers to gain an understanding of computing principles. So, guys, if you are an electrical engineer, you guys can opt this project. Next, we have remote monitoring using IoT. In this project, students will make use of Arduino Uno to collect data from the sensors of various devices and then process it over a cloud. It then analyzes the data over the cloud server and helps with detecting intruders and maintaining surveillance over large areas. Students will learn about both IoT and cloud computing through this practical project. So, the next project we have is text classification for business analytics. Companies and businesses have access to so much data now that they can process to gain valuable information. In this cloud computing project, students will use big data. They will go over Twitter information and gain insights to make well informed business decisions. Students will make use of a binary tree classifier and a K means clustering technique to study and analyze data. And last but not the least, we have encrypted cloud storage project. In this cloud computing project, students will develop an adaptive data storage model. Such a model works well for heterogeneous cloud environments. It makes use of the redundant residue number system to store and process data in a secure fashion. Alright guys, now it's time for the bonus section of this video. If you guys still have no idea where to start, are in a dilemma about which project to choose, I have added this bonus section where I will explain a simple project that will take approximately 2 days to complete. The project will be about hosting a static website completely on the cloud. Here I will explain the architecture of how the project will be deployed on the cloud, AWS in specific because AWS is where I am proficient at. So I'll be explaining how to deploy a static website in the AWS cloud. A static website will contain 3 files in general, that is index.html, style.css, and script.js. Everyone would have worked on creating a website and is familiar with these 3 file types at some point in their life. So the first thing to do is store your index.html files and your CSS files and your JavaScript files all on S3. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service, and it lets you store objects of various types and sizes. After this, you'll be left with an URL that is ugly and it consists of random characters. So it will consist of random symbols and numbers, etc. So this is not an ideal characters or for your URL or for your own website. So you need to buy a domain name from the service called as Route 53. Let's assume that you want to buy a domain name for your website and call it intellipaat.com. You can do that using a service from Amazon called Route 53, as I've mentioned before. At this point, any user from any browser can access your website using the domain name that you purchased from Route 53. That is, any user of your website, they can access your website through Route 53 from any browser in their endpoints. So guys, you can stop at this point if you want to, but it is always a good practice for you to link your S3 with a service called as CloudFront. So all the files in S3 will be synced to CloudFront and your traffic will be distributed to different edge nodes with the help of CloudFront. So guys, let me just revise what we have learned here. After using these 3 services, I'll be explaining how the user flow goes. So first, you have your user logging in through any website, any browser of their choice, and it will go through Route 53. They will just have to type your domain name, whichever you have bought from Route 53 service. Let's say for in this case, you have purchased a domain name called intellipaat.com. If they type in that URL in whichever browser they want, you will be led to the Route 53 service, and then the Route 53 service is hooked up to CloudFront. the files in S3 will be synced to CloudFront, and then your files will be shared to CloudFront, and then finally the CloudFront will give back the HTML file or whatever files you have stored on your S3 to Route 53, and then Route 53 will direct it to your user finally, and they can view it on their laptop or whatever device that they're using. Now, I would suggest you guys to find the source code of a static website. A static website will have no database attached to it. Then Google about the three services that I have mentioned in this example, that is S3, Route 53, and CloudFront. Then watch our video tutorials on these AWS services, since we have high quality video tutorials on these topics. The video links will be in the description box. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Just a quick info, guys. If you want to make a career in cloud and DevOps, then Intellipaat provides an advanced certification in cloud computing and DevOps by ENICT Academy IIT Roorkee, and it is taught by IIT Roorkee professors and industry experts. This course is designed to upskill and land your dream job.